Hey Leute und herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer weiteren Folge von Call of Cthulhu. In der letzten Folge waren wir bei der namenlosen Buchhandlung. Der Name ist perfekt für sowas. Und jetzt sind wir in einem anderen Körper und werden diesen jungen Mann gleich eine Runde befummeln. Und ich würde sagen, wir legen los.
30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin, tender at the touch, slightly sticky.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
Muss sich
I'm
waschen.
not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Ja, doch, wenn ein Fremdkörper da ist.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
Und er redet da hinten ganz wirrwarr.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients, provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
Seine Symptome sind besonders besorgniserregend, ich nicht sprechen kann. Wir machen ein Monster aus ihm.
These are alarming symptoms. If we don't act, he'll die.
Do you believe that? I'm not as convinced, you see. I even think this man has a strong chance of completely healing from his ailments.
No, Doctor. This patient isn't himself anymore. He's dying.
Really? What do you mean by isn't himself?
He's changing. His physical characteristics, they are more animal than human now.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Beweise sind in den versteckten Akten. Bisher ist nicht von Verbrechen die Rede. Halten Sie sich daraus.
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
Nicht schon wieder. Atmet der eigentlich? Ich glaube, der ist schon tot. Leute. Der sieht auch ein bisschen klebrig aus. Gebt ihm doch ein bisschen Wasser. Packt ihn doch in
An unknown
Badewanne.
medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.
Ja, siehe da. Akte. Haben wir keine. Können wir hier durch? Wenn, oh Gott, wir können überall durch. Nein! Nee. Das da.
This place draws you in and never lets you go.
She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
Hau ja eine rein und gut ist. Ja, man darf hier wieder alleine putzen. Was jetzt? Werden die Leute hier festgeschnallt und einfach mit einem Eimer rübergekippt? Könnte möglich sein. Komische Dusche. Wo sind wir denn jetzt? Das sieht aus wie ein Büro. Ich glaube, wir sind schon auf der richtigen Spur. Pharmazie. Ich will mal gerne nochmal in die Pharmazie rein.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan?
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl.
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh well, at least we won't have to clean for a while.
And just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real show.
Gott, sieht die schrecklich aus.
We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, but Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment.
Haut einfach den Leuten eine rein und gut ist. Diese pseudowissenschaftliche Abhandlung von Cesar Luboso setzt die Morphologie eines Menschen in Kontext zu dessen krimineller Veranlagung. Die Ernsthaftigkeit der Studie und die Genauigkeit der Demonstration können einen uninformierten Leser täuschen. Ich bin Doktor, ich weiß alles. Weiß ganz
We've been
genau.
waiting to be restocked for weeks.
Das ist ein ganz schön schäbiges Krankenhaus. Hallo. Kann man den untersuchen? Gucken mal, das ist dasselbe. Ja, ist dasselbe. Das sind Zwillinge.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's
Everybody
office.
says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up.
Wir gehen ja jetzt ins Büro.
I'm the one who pays. What a pest.
Das Büro müsste ja gleich hier irgendwo sein. Wie ein Wörterbuch behandelt dieses Werk in alphabetischer Reihenfolge alle bekannten und praktizierten medizinischen Wissenschaften. Beginn der Einträge sind die Hauptwerke und die zuständigen Behörden aufgeführt. Danke, wenn möglich, bitte wenden. Ist das Donny? Steht ein bisschen komisch da, kann das sein?
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Arschgeige.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Oh, einfach der Person eine reinhauen. Die macht so ein Möchtegern-Wesen, das sich wieder in irgendeiner Weise aufspielt.
The door to the boiler room is locked. I have to get the key if I wish to get rid of Donovan.
Die Tür wird garantiert zu sein.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Aber da hocken sehr viele Leute drin. Alles klar. Hallo.
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
Edward Pierce, das sind wir doch. Die Akte ist unvollständig und Behandlungsdetails sind nicht vermerkt. Die übliche Praxis wurde hier nicht erfolgt, wollte ich schon sagen.
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I'll see to it right away.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
Oh. What state is he in now?
You should go see for yourself, Doctor.
Tja, wir müssen halt noch ein bisschen...
The boiler room key is not in its place. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Arschgeige. Ah. Schlafraum B?
Dr. Colden.
Sehr freundlich, sie hat meinen Namen gesagt. Schlafraum B. Storage waren wir noch nicht.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory.
Gut, sorry.
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
Hey, ist nicht der Junge, der uns aufgehalten hat? Guck mal, da, hier ist dein
I don't
Kumpel.
get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patience here.
Hey, Bradley.
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
Sie sind ein schlechter Lügner.
You're not here for treatment, right?
Am I so obvious?
Only to me. I know you worry about me.
I trust you. I'm happy to see you.
Me too, Ethan. Is that all?
Well, there might be something else. I'm not sure.
Tell me.
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
Sie sind nur erschöpft. Es ist wie eine Erkrankung. Ja, wenn alle eine Dings hat.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh, there's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
Helf mir doch, Bradley. B. Der Blickbox. Ja. Blick. Hi.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling. His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
Versorgen Sie weiterhin seine Wunden. Ich weiß nicht, was wir noch tun können. Der Patient wurde falsch behandelt.
You did good work. The tranquilizer is kicked in. Now you can disinfect and bandage his wounds.
Thank you, Doctor. And as to his weight loss?
I'll prescribe an antifungal treatment for his dysgeusia. In the meantime, feed him intravenously.
It'll be done.
Kann das sein, dass wir die einzige Ärztin sind, die hier arbeiten? Hab ich so ein bisschen das Gefühl. Guck mal, das sind alles... Oh, da flattert's in der Hose. Ablenkungsmanöver. Mit der Guten haben wir gerade gesprochen.
Dr. Colden?
Ja?
Hello, Betty. I'm looking for the key to the boiler room.
What for?
To put it in its place. Perhaps I should do the same with you.
I beg your pardon?
I suspect you of having a little too much fun at Elizabeth's expense. But be warned, it could easily be you they will all be laughing at tomorrow.
You are right, Doctor. The key is in the dormitory office in Block B.
Thank you. I shall go fetch it.
Was?
Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
In der Akte wird der Zustand beschrieben, in dem Irene Sanders ins Riverside-Institut eingeliefert wurde, sowie die verabreichten Behandlungen. Fuller fügte handschriftlich eine Notiz hinzu. Er empfiehlt, sie in den psychiatrischen Flügel zu versiegeln, wollte ich schon sagen, um ihr die Ruhe und Erholung zu geben, die sie benötigt.
Mrs. Sanders?
Sieht schon leicht tot aus.
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
See?
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back?
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
Na, sei froh, dass du ohnmächtig geworden bist.
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Gott, wir sind echt die Einzigen, die hier arbeiten.
Hay fever. What's he doing here?
Heufieber? Kann man... Heufieber? Was ist Heufieber? Wir müssen... zu den Schwesternbüro? Was haben wir denn hier?
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
It's so unfair. Everybody says
Okay.
she's a witch, an old hag.
Ist das hier das, was ich glaube?
And I'm the one who pays. What a pest.
Das ist es doch nicht, oder? Ach, die alte. Ist das hier irgendwo? Jetzt muss ich diesen verdammten Schlüssel suchen. Das Teil führt da rein. Hat sie gesagt, dass es ist? Irgendwas in der B-Station. Was, sind wir nicht auf der B-Station?
Doctor, those people need you at the dormitory.
Would you know where the key to the boiler room is?
Betty didn't put it back in its place. Well, she took it to lock the door.
I'll ask her. Thank you.
But if I may say so, Doctor, I think that the problems of our patients are more urgent than the plumbing.
Ich war bei Ihnen schon.
I'll tend to it. Don't worry.
Blöde Kuh. Hey. Ich muss noch mal kurz mit Betty reden.
Dr. Colden?
Hello, Betty. I'm looking for the key to the boiler room.
What for?
To put it in its place. Perhaps I should do the same with you.
I beg your pardon?
I suspect you of having a little too much fun at Elizabeth's expense. But be warned, it could easily be you they will all be laughing at tomorrow.
You are right, Doctor. The key is in the dormitory office in Block B.
Thank you. I shall go fetch it.
Schwesternzimmer? Die einzige Tür, wo wir noch nicht durchgegangen sind?
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Schwesternzimmer? Überspringe ich jetzt mal kurz. Schwesternzimmer?
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
Oh, eine Toilette. Küche, hier waren wir auch noch nicht.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
Und warum sind hier so viele Schränke? Ihr wisst, was das bedeutet. Ihr wisst es alle.
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I'm sorry. Dr. Fuller is a very busy man.
Well, is there anyone else who can tell us what's going on?
She's our only family, you know? And we can't even see her medical file.
Don't worry. I'm aware our institution is not always welcoming. But your mother is in good hands. I'll tend to her myself. And keep you informed at once. Would that suit you?
Well, that sure sounds great to us, Doctor. Thank you.
But those are just words, so we're not budging.
Very well. At least I'll know where to find you.
Bleibt sie stehen. Exit. Kranken... Das ist doch... Schwesternzimmer. Ist es nicht das? Da kommen wir ja nicht rein. Und das müsste ja Ärztezimmer sein. Wobei ich nicht gesehen habe, dass es hier viele Ärzte... Steht ein bisschen komisch da, die Kleine. Mary Donovan. Ah, lasst uns mal nach... Ist er vielleicht doch hier? Oder Mary Donovan hat ein extra Dings bekommen. Ich sehe nur bei Mary Donovan Donnerwetter nochmal. Das Krankenhaus, bin ich da schon vorbeigegangen? Und das sind die Umkleider. Das ist nicht das Schwesternzimmer.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
Das ist Pharmazie. Ich glaube, ich werde hier noch dumm und dämlich suchen. Storage. Ich glaube, ich bin...
Chronic insomnia. Like half the island.
Sie kümmert sich darum. Ist die Schwester, das Schwesternteil da hinten?
Ah, so there's Harding. She's still sleeping. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
Gut, ich glaube, das ist das Krankenschwesterzimmer, was sehr berühmt ist. Dann sagen wir mal den beiden Herrschaften Bescheid.
So, Doctor, have you been able to examine our mother?
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
Okay, dann würde ich sagen, wir holen uns den Schlüssel. Wir gucken nochmal zusammen, ob wir den Schlüssel hier haben. Ah, hier müsste er drin sein. Ja, hier ist er auch. Den schnapp ich
The key
mir.
to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
Genau, das werden wir aber in der nächsten Folge machen. Ich bedanke mich fürs Zusehen und bis dann. Ciao, ciao.
All life is only a set of pictures in the brain, amongst which there is no difference betwixt those born of real things and those born of inward dreamings. Who knows the end? What has risen may sink, and what has sunk may rise.
Mr. Pierce.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons speak with such a screech. You'll shake and shudder in surprise.